Hi, this is Bill there from Spotlight Home Inspection. Today, we're going to do a video on how to properly clean your dishwasher. Most of the YouTube videos I watched on this subject were leaving out key portions of this process, so we thought we'd cover it here today. Products we'll be using today are going to be regular white vinegar and baking soda. So the first thing obviously we need to do is get in the dishwasher. This process will be much easier for most dishwashers if you remove this bottom sliding drawer. So we're just going to set this aside. What most people realize on a home inspection when I show them that is there's a strainer and a filter down here that needs to be cleaned periodically. So you'll see there's two arrows that are lined up together. So we're going to rotate this in a clockwise direction so those arrows don't line up anymore, and we lift this all out of there. You see that there's stuff in here that needs to get cleaned out, and you can see the grease that's assembled up here. So this all needs to be washed away and wiped away. So you can use a paper towel, you can use hot water, but generally speaking the grease should go into the trash can, not necessarily down the drain. Okay, so once you've wiped off the worst of the grease, the big part, this actual screen will come off of here and push in these little detents here to remove this piece. And I'll show them to you out here. There's these little detents you push in. That gets all these pieces out. Once the big parts of the grease have been removed, then you can use hot water. You can use detergent and wipe this all down, but generally I don't need this to be sterile. I just want to get the worst of this off of here. So if we backwash this, I think one of the things that will be amazing to you is how bad yours is. This was just cleaned all that long ago. So it does accumulate rather quickly. This you're going to wash this screen. This is more or less the most important part of this. Once you get this opened up, clean this particular screen out. Any real big chunks you should put in the toilet, not in the drain, because we don't want to clog the drain. Hot water really makes this job pretty simple again. So what we're doing here is we're going to finish putting this back together, but you can also look down in here. If there's anything large down in there, you need to clean it out. Occasionally something will get stuck. There's a little intake port there. So you want to make sure that nothing major is in there and keep that cleaned out. Then we're going to put this thing all back together again. So we're going to put this back in here. It just snaps in. Some dishwashers are different, obviously, but this is, you get the general idea. That goes in here. This is, in this particular dishwasher, and I think in most of the ones I've seen, it doesn't matter which direction it goes on, it's unidirectional. We're going to snap that in there. And then we're going to put this back in the way it was. And we're going to turn this until it drops in, and then we're going to turn it until these arrows line back up again. Now in this dishwasher, we have an added feature. Not all dishwashers have that, but there's salt in here, and it helps condition the water. So it's good to periodically check it. It doesn't go out of there very often, so you don't need to fill it very often. But if you have salt, if you have one of these containers on the side, then that's for salt, and that helps condition the water so it's a little softer. We have a well here, so our water hardness is pretty rough. We're reinstalling the tray in the bottom. Then we're going to open the top drawer. We're going to get the light out of the way for you. We're going to put a bowl in here as reasonably level as you can make it. You can use anything, a measuring cup or whatever, but generally speaking, we want to put some vinegar in here. Vinegar is a really good cleaner. You use it for coffee pots and all this stuff. So we're going to take a bowl or a measuring cup, and we're going to put some vinegar in it. You can put the vinegar inside of here. That way if you spill a little bit, it's not making a mess. Vinegar is a good product because it doesn't, it's not caustic, and it's pretty natural. You want to put about a cupful in there. A little more is okay. A little less, not so much. And then you're going to push that in carefully so you don't spill it. You don't want to just pour it in the dishwasher, because the dishwashers, when you first start them, typically have a pump out feature. So if you just poured it in the bottom, it would get pumped out. You want to run it on as hot a setting as you have. So you want to run it on sanitize if you have a sanitize feature. If you have a heavy feature, so these are all, you want to find the hottest setting you have. So in this case, it's going to be sanitize. We're going to go to heavy. And we're going to hit start. We're going to let that run through its whole cycle. After that gets done running, we're going to take the bowl out. It'll have water in it, not vinegar. Then you just dump it out. You can put some baking soda in there, sprinkle around on the rack, and then run it again. It doesn't have to be on necessarily the hottest setting, but baking soda will help finish the cleaning process. And then you've got a clean dishwasher. So if you're stuck in your house for 45 days during a coronavirus, this is something you can take care of. This is Bill Dare, Spotlight Home Inspection. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, enter your comments below, and look for more.